Okay, checking everything, make sure it's working. Should be. Just making sure YouTube checks off. Come on, YouTube. There we go. Now we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening out there in TV land, boys and girls, children of all ages, all my skewers. How are you? It's fine Tuesday as we begin another of our RSG Lunch streams. That's right, the RSG Lunch stream where we bring you something fun and exciting and entertaining to listen to during your lunch, whenever it may be, whether you're watching us live or watch us later on. Doesn't matter. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab your lunch, whatever it is you're eating, and come sit down and listen to our fun. And we're here to talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and we have all kinds of fun on this show. Glad to have you guys here. We're going to do hopefully a roster review. I'll get into that in a second, but we will also be doing Q&A. I'll suffer through mod depression, and yeah, it's always a blast. But make sure you say hello out there in TV land. If you are out there, we'll go through and shout out all the names. We like to do that for the stream. It's also, we answer questions here, so if you do have questions, make sure you put your questions into the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. That helps me scoop that up out of Nightbot so we can answer your questions as best we can and get you guys squared away. So make sure you say hello, and we will rock and roll after that. Make sure you guys also do me a favor, if you could please. I would very much appreciate it if you can give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe. Both of those really help with getting our content out there in the YouTube world and helps with monetization, so we can keep streaming and adding the content that you guys enjoy. Do the same thing on Twitch. We do a lot of fun stuff on Twitch as well, so make sure you follow us on Twitch and subscribe there as well. In the center of the in the screen, you can see Vader's Cup of Plenty, where if you would like to make a donation, you can. Like for $3 or less, you get like porgs. $3.01 to $20, you get poop-filled baby rangers with my Rangeroo diaperoos, and $20.01 or more, we get the pickle extravaganza, where the giant pickle itself pops up on the screen, and then I whip out my pickle. We all start whipping out our pickles, and then it's a beautiful thing. So yes, so we've got all that set up for you guys. So make sure you take advantage of all that and have a good time. And that's what we're just here to do. We're here to talk about the game, have a good time. That's what it's all about. Let me introduce the fellers that are hanging out with me today. Of course, our normal crew person who we can't get rid of no matter what. I've tried steaks, holy water, and everything, but he still keeps coming back. And of course, I'm talking about Grim the Mechanic. Grim. Apparently, Grim is on mute or something. Okay, so Grim is not talking today. I guess my garlic steak working on him this time. Also joining us, who is a longtime fan of the program and is starting his own YouTube channel. And we want to support anybody that wants to endeavor to do YouTube and things of that nature. We've got Darth Revan himself, Darth Revan 1023.
How's it going, Ranger?
What's going on, brother?
Not too bad.
Why don't you tell folks a little bit about your channel?
It's kind of a starting channel, just a few videos, doing more content. Like they put more posts out about kit reveals and whatnot.
All right. So we here at RSG like to support up and coming streamers and anybody who wants to do it, because we know how it was. Once upon a time, we were a bunch streaming, and oh boy, if there's 5 people watching, but you do it for the love and let things fall where they may. All right. That being said, let's see who's out there in TV land. Let me start from the top and work my way down. Make sure you say hello. So we got Dommy P says hello, skewers. He says, coffee helps with mod depression. No, it doesn't. I drink lots of coffee. It does not help. But thank you for the encouragement there, Dommy. Gruffalo says, good morning, Archie. Hope you all kicked butt in the last GAC. Yeah, I actually didn't because I didn't get a chance. Jason Krulik says, hello, everyone. Hey, Jason. Dr. Feelgood, he's the one that makes you feel all right. So hello to all the skewers out there. Thank you, Dr. Feelgood. Moss Mikey's here, says good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Revenator with his normal hello. Revenator, thank you. Vanilla Papayas with the 3 hays. He's like, hey. Jason Hommel says, hey, everyone. Hey, Jason. Darth Teflon's here. Says, good afternoon, everyone. Glad to have you here. Slab Me Head says, hey, folks. Hey, Slab. CBO97 says, good morning, RSG crew. Good morning to you, my friend. Deadpool Kyle doesn't say anything. He just whipped out a bunch of pickles. Oh, my God. There's so many pickles. Look at all those pickles. And if you guys don't know, I was on his stream last night. So he started a stream, and I was Glad to be on to help support him and his new stream. So I was on his channel last night. Also, we had a great session with our gold VIPs. We've got a couple more this week with our purple and higher VIPs, talking about mods, talking about GAC. So it was really good. And that's one of the benefits of becoming our Patreon. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. All right. Squirt30 says, "What's up, Ranger? No GAC, what a surprise. More Gear 13 for me." That's right, you get that Gear 13. Hermit Fulgrim says, "Howdy, Ranger. What's Harry Carey promoting today?" "I'm not promoting anything. Hey, everybody, Harry Carey here. When you don't have GAC or anything else to do, I suggest you try glue. That's right, sniff it, lick it, whatever you have to do to get you through the doldrums of not having anything on your mind." All right, Deadpool Kyle says pickles out for Ouchie. Well, of course, we always whip out our pickles for Ouchie Girl. Robert Alvarez is here. Says, "Hey everyone, I finally unlocked Treya. Thanks for my prior Ross review for my Star Destroyer account. Staying on target." That's what I like to hear, Robert. Stay on target. Almost there. Makwa says, "Hello, Makwa. Jedi Training Bogus. JTB here says, orange juice, vitamin C for the midichlorians. I don't know, but that sounds like science to me." Scorp30 then whipped out his pick. Well, thanks, Scorp30. Gap Peace here says, hey, skewers. Peace and nerve to die. Yes, indeed. Danilo Papaya says, "Everything out for Ouchie." Wait, that sounds wrong. That's right, Danilo Papaya. Oh, no. Let's see. Who else is here? We got Foreigner. Star Wars Galaxy Hero says, "Good afternoon, skewers." Grande Verga says, "Graham has a pickle in his mouth." Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Graham. There's Ouchie Girl. She's hey, Ouchie, hey. She says, "Pickles and taters out, skewers." Oh, my God. Let's see here. Rooster says, "Hey, brother man, here comes the rooster. Oh, yeah." Dimple Call says, "Thanks for coming out, Ranger. It was a good night." Yes, it was. I was glad to help. And then Revenator says, "Pickles and taters and oh Lord, eggplants. Oh my, it's all good, slap meat head." But yes, so yeah, if you guys could give us a thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. We got 51 watching, 16 thumbs up. So do that. Now, normally at this point, and if I see your name in chat, I'll keep shouting you guys out. Absolutely. But normally we get ready for a roster review. Hey, Nat Swarm, welcome. There he is. But today, I don't know why we don't have one. We have the name, but I don't think he ever submitted for us a actual roster, and I don't have his roster to do. So, apropos woman, it is supposed to be your day today, I think, my friend, to do your roster review. So, if you're out there in chat, I need you to send me your ally code so I can pull up your roster. So, yeah, hashtag I blame Finn. Yeah, I blame Finn too, but you can't really blame Finn if he doesn't get the information. Someone can say, "I want a roster review, we'll put you in the queue," but yeah, there's no actual roster. I looked up his name, but there's a few, and it gets confusing. So I don't want to just want to do the wrong roster view. So we're gonna put that on hold. Apropos Woon, if you are out there, please let me know if you are out there and give me your information so we can do your roster review. That's what we do, and yeah, so we're kind of on hold on the roster review. So, that being said, Darth Revan, Graham, I don't know what Graham...
Graham's not in here yet.
He was in here. I don't know what happened to him.
He dropped out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. 1A. 1A. Dark side of That's No Moon, just with a sad face. I know, Ouchie Girl, Finn fell. Yeah, if you guys want to blame anybody, blame Finn. Actually, it's a good philosophy of life. If you stub your toe, blame Finn. If you burn your toast, blame Finn. If you didn't win the lottery, blame Finn. That's just the way it works around here. So there you go. All right. Here we go. All right, so now it's time to do what we always are here to do. Darth Revan knows what this is. It is time for Ranger J 1999 to suffer through mod depression. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Ranger to suffer through mod depression. It's just something we do.
Always a great time.
It's always a good time to see the sadness and madness that is Ranger as we all suffer through me vicariously, trying to get high speed on mods, and it's not working. It's a sad state of affairs. So I've got some mods, and we're gonna roll them, and that's what you guys come to see is me suffer. And we had a mod yesterday, just didn't quite get past the finish line. We had some hope. Rebellions were built on hope, and it failed. And unfortunately, that's just the way it works. So we've got some mods here. We're gonna roll them, see what happens. I'm hopeful, but I'm also very aware of what's going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see here. Next one. Let's see. We're going to do a green one. We always roll those to 9. 9! Okay. That sucks. Now I have all these gray ones. Let's see what we get here. We want to roll those to 12. We want to get all 4 stats showing. See if anything pops, especially speed. We want speed. Okay, speed 4. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll keep that one. All right, yeah, speed 4.
At least it's some kind of speed.
It's something, right? I mean, it could be worse. Trust me, it has been worse. All right, another speed 4. Okay. Do that. Lock that in. Do the next one. See what we get. Alright, and the next one. No. Chewy. Alright, so we'll sell these other ones, and then we will get them off the board. Oh, wait, I have a square that has 5 speed. Alright, let's go roll that bad boy. And sell these other ones. I didn't know I had gotten a square for 5 speed. Huh. Okay. Let's go for it. So we have a square that's 5 speed. We gotta find that turkey. Let's do this. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Alright, this is the big one. We need this one. We need this one to hit. Alright, it'd be nice if this could hit. I would be so happy. Let me just get this big going and okay. It hit speed twice or once. We got a +6. It's a +11. It could go possibly. Yeah, could. So that's not bad. All right, so not too bad. Hey, Lady Pool Panda. No, Lady Pool Panda is never late or early. She arrives precisely when she means to. Skywalker Vader also joined us. Good afternoon, everyone, from the Great North. Hey, what's going up out there in the Canadian North? He says it's still warm up there. Hey, drinking maple syrup and all that ale, eh? All right. Silverbolt's also here. He says, hey, Ranger Skewers, good luck on the mods. Well, we had a little bit of luck. I mean, it wasn't bad. So, yeah, Shadowville says, Ranger, do you mod all your tunes? Pretty much that I'm using. If I've got characters like 50, I just have mods on them as placeholders. I don't have anything set on them, but yeah, I do.
No mods?
Yes, I mean, they might have some, but if I'm not using them, some have some don't. So... it is what it is. So, all right. Well, we haven't hit big money yet on the mods, but it wasn't too terrible. We have some mods that we can try to see with those 4s. I wish they were 5s, but beggars can't be choosers, and we'll see if we can do something with that.
The only difference is a max 30 for the +5 compared to a 29.
Yeah, you never know. So maybe we'll get lucky. I wouldn't hold your breath, everybody. Yeah. Again, that's just all the time with people sending me their mod pictures. I'm like, thanks. That's so kind of you.
I wish I had a few 30s and 29 secondary stat speeds.
I know, it's awful. Dark Side of That's No Moon. That is Darth Revan 1023. He has just started doing streaming and been playing the game a long time and been a big fan of ours. And he asked if he can come on so we can do a little bit of pimping his stuff, and so you guys can get to know his channel and get to know him. So we always do that with up and coming new YouTubers and things of that nature. We've done it with everybody from Urge to Mandalore. I mean, anytime anybody's ever started, we've made sure to get them on, pimp their stuff, show their videos, things of that nature, and yeah, that's what we do here. All right, okie dokie. Well, I don't see apropos in the chat, and he hasn't messaged me, so I'm kind of in limbo. I guess we can't do a roster review. Oh, Matt Bailey said, "Gracious good morning, gentlemen. Well, glad to have you here as always, my friend." Matt is always with the nice greetings. Very nice. Okay. Well, crap. So what we are going to do is start answering your questions, and I'll do some stuff here. We'll just make this a Q&A show. We'll just have fun hanging out with you guys and talking about stuff. And so if you guys got questions, pop those in there. We'll just make this a full Q&A session. You guys can pick our brain. Let me get some battles going here. Wait, what was the event today? I think I did it already. I think it was just a mega battles, wasn't it? Yeah. We don't get this stupid Ewok thing till tomorrow, which is nice. I need those 2 Zetas. My next Zeta is going on Newt Gunray. So I'm going in. I'm doing Newt. I'm doing Dooku. I'm trying to finish Geonosian Brute Alpha, get him to gear 11. Jordica's about to be 7 stars. I'm so happy about that. I swear to God, I just want to get him done. I'm so sick of looking at him. Got 9 more shards to go, and I'm done with that far. Marauder's almost ready to go. He's about to be 7 stars as well. So I'll throw in some ancillary characters to start working on next. So, yeah. All right. Let me get to the questions here. Let me pull those up, get those going, and then we'll rock and roll. So give me a second here, guys. I'm multitasking like a mofo. Can I check the store here? I'm just doing through my dailies and stuff real quick. Oh, I'll take some of those. Yes, thank you. Always need the shower drains. Those are creamy. Let's see here. GW, let's see. Who do I want to run today? I did the Kira prepare team yesterday for everybody. Listen, guys, quit sending me rosters. I'm not doing roster. Stop it. I'm waiting for Apropos. If he pops in, we'll do his roster. If not, then we'll just do stream stuff. So, all right. I am going to have some more mini roster reviews to do this week. So there you go. I don't know. Who do I want to run here? There's a team we haven't looked at in a while. I feel like I've been kind of doing the teams that have been there. We haven't done Night Sisters in a while. Yeah, why not? Let's do Night Sisters. Yeah, why not? Okay. Yeah, that's right, John Davis. GA delayed, blame Finn. I do blame Finn. All right, so get your questions in. Let's start getting into some questions here. I'll start doing some GA. I'll start with GW, and then we'll rock and roll from there. All right. Do this. Get the questions going. Now the questions are flowing in like butter. All right.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see here. Jason Krulek question: if clones were needed for a legendary event, do you think it would be the 5 current clones, or do you think they will add more clones before that? Who knows? I mean, they've done that before. I don't think for legendaries they've done that.
Depends on when the event comes, though, too.
That's
true.
If it
comes like soon, no. But if it comes like 4 or 5 months from now, they probably will add more clones.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to just add more clones and factions for Lightside GOTB. I think we're about to get a ton of reworks.
Because if they did clones, it would be an existing faction, like how Chewie and C-3PO were.
Sure.
They didn't really add new tunes for those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Not for a legendary. I do think though we will get some characters. Like we're going to get Shakti's farm. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Fit Cantina. We may get some
hard node fleet.
Yeah, and it'll be like Darkseid. We'll have to have certain characters. I'm sure we're gonna get some more clones, things of that nature that we'll have to work on. We're gonna get some reworks of the Jedi and factions like that. So, yeah, I can see that being the case. All right. See, Danilo Papayas. Hey, Danilo says, question: I run out of podcast content. Any suggestions for podcasts to listen to? I listened to the Shadow Order podcast and a couple of wrestling-related podcasts so far. Well, I mean, there's the Escape podcast you could listen to. I'm trying to think about what I listen to. I'm kind of weird. I don't listen to just podcasts themselves. When I'm listening to stuff like, even if it's on YouTube, I'll listen to certain things. Like I like to listen to Hollywood Babylon. I'll listen to Critical Role. when I'm doing stuff, and I'm always busy doing stuff. So I'll have that on in the background. Like I've got Critical Role queued up to listen to. I love Critical Role. So there's stuff on YouTube.
I've listened to those a few times.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, those guys are incredible. So I mean, there's stuff out there. I mean, it depends on your taste, but Star Wars Galaxy Hero stuff. I mean,
There's not a whole lot of podcasts.
not a ton of podcasts. The Escape Podcast is one, but maybe check them out. CBO97 question: did they say why they canceled the GAC? Yes, they did. It's on the forums. CBO97. There was some bugs and some issues that they were having with scoring and some other things. So they decided
login issues.
Yeah.
Early points.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. It wasn't just the fleet battles.
Not counting correctly, like the ship fleet was counting your arena fleets and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was not working as intended. To put it mildly. And I think they made the right call. Too much stuff wasn't working, so they decided to pull it for a couple days and relaunch it, which I think is the right move. Instead of trying to fix it on the go, they've decided that there's just too many issues. So they said it's going to be. They'll have an announcement here in the next couple days of when it's coming back, and they said it should be back this week, hopefully. And so we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But I'd rather them have all that stuff fixed and working. Instead of trying to fix it on the fly. Matt Bailey question: Cryotech from weekly shipments, thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm not a big fan of getting Cryotechs out of the weekly the weekly shipments. I was thinking GAC.
Yeah, the ally points.
Yeah, I mean, I did 10.
I bought both of them.
Yeah, I've got so many ally tokens. It's like, why wouldn't I? That's one of those investments you're like, that's a no-brainer. I mean, those are such a pain in the ass, and I'll take 10 free ones, basically, is the way I look at it. So that's a thumbs up for me. Thumbs up from you, Darth Revan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Briarius Aegon. Hey, Briarius. This question: is anyone surprised GHC was shut down again? No. I mean, it's a newer thing. They're still working out the bugs and stuff.
Especially when they changed the matchmaking and everything, too.
Mm-hmm.
They probably caused some bugs in the code.
Yeah.
While doing it.
Yeah. So, anytime they try to tweak stuff, you run the risk of tweaking things you didn't mean to tweak. So, coders, I don't envy their job.
No, I don't.
Max Lee question: is it still possible to place more defenses in GAC than what your GP says? I'm under 1.75 million. Should be placing 4, but the past canceled GC had me put 5 teams on defense. I think that may be one of the reasons why they're redoing it, Max, because I don't think you should be putting 5 down. What's the cutoff?
I don't remember the cutoff for team numbers, but I think it's 1.7. It should be 4.
Yeah, it should be 4. That could be one of the reasons, Max, why they redid it, because there was just all kinds of issues that they were reporting. So maybe that was one of the other issues too, Max, because as far as I'm concerned, you're supposed to be putting down 5. Yeah, I can't think of any scenario unless they change the division's number where you now have to place 5.
I think my alt set's 5 or 6, and it's at like 1.9.
Could possibly be. Check Max if your GP bracket requires you to place 5.
Not divisions, but the actual bracket numbers.
Yeah, your number, where you're at and what you're supposed to be placing on defense. I mean, if you go into when it launches again, I know they reset it, but look at it again and see what your number is compared to what division they say you're in and what you have to place. So there you go. It could be bugged. Wouldn't surprise me, Max. Ziglet says, question: who would you start looking to gear for light side GOTB? Clone, secondary GR, or Shock T? Yes, all of those.
Yeah. Definitely could see Padme team being required.
Yeah.
Shaq team clones being required.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the older Jedi too, like Mace and stuff like that being used. Needed to.
Because I was going through, I'm working on Separatists, but then I was looking at GR. I'm like, all right, I got some upper echelon stuff. I mean, Qui-Gon and Mace are 11.
Have General Kenobi and Anakin fighting together as like a duo mission, like
Or
Asajj
Padme, those three, like in that scene
I
where
was saying
they're...
like the Asajj and Dooku mission.
Yeah.
Have those two fighting Dooku at the end or something.
Yeah, for me, it'd just be a gearing thing. I just have to put gear on a lot of these characters. So I'm waiting before I do anything with GR to see what they're going to do with the faction and who they're reworking, things of that nature, before I make a move on that. So I'm sticking with Separatists and getting them to 12 because Darkside GOTB is where it's at the moment. I can't think. I mean, I'm it's in the back of my mind, but it's not. I'm not gonna just stop the Separatist farming for that. You guys always say stay on target. Whenever they announce, which I think is going to come in mid-September, they're going to do Lightside GOTB, or at the end of September. We should start here soon, start seeing any reworks or new characters that they're going to add. But until this time, I'm all in. I'm going to do all my Geos to 12, and then I'm going to take the rest of the Separatists to 12, and then that's just going to be the end of it. Then once they're 12, then I'll be in a good spot where I'm like, okay. And then I'm going to go start working on GR for Faction 4 gear and stuff.
You can get them to gear 13 and stuff like that. So
yeah, eventually. But I've got Grievous at 13.
Or a couple key
tunes like Geonosian Brood Alpha I'll definitely take to gear 13. Just have some of the leaders and key tunes gear
just
13.
To make those missions slightly easier.
A little bit, Let's see here. Not Swarm says, question, I hear that Separatists should be farmed. Does that mean all characters needed for GOTB, Darkside TB, Geo, Newt, Dooku, Asajj? Yes, you need all of them. All of them, Nat. Because...
Check the general chat in Discord.
What's that?
Check general chat in Discord.
General chat in Discord?
I'll post whatever, send his...
Oh. Huh. Okay. Okay, got it. I got apropos now. Cool. Okay, we can do his roster view. Okay, let me get that set up then. But we'll finish up this question. Yeah, you need all of these. I mean, you've got missions that the Geos on day 1, and then the Acolyte mission. You'll have missions with the droids. You'll have a mission which is Dooku and Asajj. So you need all of them. The one that's not so much needed, just as a mission that requires droids, but he just has to be 7 stars, is Magna Guard. But the other ones, like, they specifically tag those characters in the battles and stuff. You use your Geos a lot, and you're going to use your droids. You're going to use all of them a lot. They all have special days where you have to use them. So, yeah, it's a be all in thing there, brother. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, Magna Guard sucks to gear.
Yes, he does. I just got him to gear 9, and I was looking at gear 9 to 10. I was like, that's poop.
Yeah, mine's gear 10 right now.
All right, I think I've got apropos roster review up. Yeah, that's why I'm glad I didn't just go by his name. That would have been poop. I would have been doing the wrong one. All right, so we've got apropos in here, and I'm going to pull his stuff up real quick, and we'll go through it. So let me pull everything up, and then we'll rock and roll. D Perks, thanks for the backup, brother. I appreciate you. Let me see here. Okay, pull this up. There we go. All right, so apropos, who's been a long-time viewer and watcher of the show, says, "Hey man, lately I've been able to catch many lunch streams, but depending on life, I might be able to make it. I would like to try to come up with a good set of defensive teams to help offset my offensive teams. Also, trying to make sure I keep my arena from being too weak, considering doing Padme for arena when done gearing Ewoks. My options are limited, but I have a lot of characters waiting to go. At level 1 are still not unlocked, most clones. Currently building my Ewoks up to get 3PO when he comes out. Farming Holdo to be my 5th resistance." Okay, dokie. So that's what we need to look at here. So let's check out apropos stuff here. So shout out to Peace Lord apropos. And they are in Quetzal Spice Pirates. All right. Doing great in Fleet, not so well in Arena, and that's okay. He's a 2.5, almost 2.6 million GP. So Let's kind of go through his roster here. It's really what he's asking for is help with GAC. So we'll kind of go through the roster here and see what he can work on, things of that nature. We don't have Darth Revan. We do have Padme. I see that. He says he's working on Ewoks, so we'll check it out as Ewoks. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. So let's kind of go through your team. So let's start off at the top and work our way down. So your bounty hunters are a good defensive team. For your level, I think your bounty hunters are fine. You're running Django at 10. Let's check out your boss speed. 229 is really slow, but I understand because... Wait, what was his modding? Wait a minute. Let me go back there and look at that again.
All health.
Okay, look. Okay, no. We did all right, apropos. This is not right. I don't mind the health on there, but we need to have speed set on him. If you're going to put speed sets on there. I know you may be limited about that.
2 health sets, 2 speed.
Yeah, that's... yeah, boy.
I would say probably the triangle, too, needs to go away for crit chance on.
Yeah, we don't need crit chance on boss. It's just speed. You can run a tenacity set or health set. I'm fine with a health set. Lots of defensive stats. You can run a speed set on them. Let's get an actual speed set on them. You're just not getting anything. You may not be able to, and I understand that. But yeah, let's do that. Your boss is way too slow. I would trooper the hell out of your team if I faced it. But you can use it as a defensive team. Let's look at your Ewoks. I think your Ewoks are... Let's see... Chirpa's 10, Elder's 11, Locray's 9, Paplo's 9, Wicked's 7. Get your Ewoks 10, 11. Don't go crazy with it. I mean, you can beat the 3PO event with your 10 and 11 Ewoks. I did it. Finn did it. Actually, Finn did it with less gear on his Ewoks. You've got the right ones done.
I went overkill on my Ewoks when I did it the first time.
Sure.
They're all like 11, 12 with like 3 Zetas.
Sure. But you've got the Zeta on Chirpa, so just get a little bit of gear on them and you should be okie dokie. And you can use them on offense. Ewoks is not a team you want to leave on defense unless you have to.
I just nest them.
Yeah. First order is not done, but it is somewhat done. You can use this if you need a placeholder team in the back. They're nowhere near where they need to be, but if you need a team to place in the back on defense, because remember, we want to concentrate more on offense and GAC. I get asked this a lot, what should I do? Should I focus more on defense or should I focus more on offense? Always focus on offense. All the extra banners, all the extra gear, all the extra rewards or feats are basically offensive related.
It was like GA was like, you can do defense or offense. GAC is all about offense.
Yeah. So, ideally we want to have enough teams, good teams, to place on defense to where you can keep a lot of your offensive firepower. But if you're not in there, always lean toward doing offense as your main strategy. So we can use this as a backline team if we have to. Let's check out your GR. You talked about it, I think. Yes. GR team looks pretty good. We've got pretty much the team is about done. Padme's 9. I know the Cryotechs are a pain in the ass.
10.
Yeah, Anakin's 12, so's General Kenobi. You'll need the 3 Zetas on your GR team on Kenobi, Anakin, and Ahsoka. But they're pretty much there. Finish your Padme. She's 7 stars. Congratulations on that. And you can definitely kick some ass in there. Let me see what they're... If you want to use Padme for Arena, you can. Just be aware that on offense, she's incredible. On defense, she's poop.
Hey, Ranger.
Hi, Finn.
Sorry. I put in the roster review. Sorry, I've been working since like 6. Sorry, I forgot to put it in.
That's all right. Apropos actually put it in the.
Oh, okay. So very sorry about that. Apropos, I had all the information. I just forgot to paste it in there, so it just had just questionable in there. But
yeah, okay. And I figured that's why I said what I did. I mean, I wasn't sure what was up and stuff. So, but we got it. We got it, man.
Okay. I'm off again. I have another.
I figured. Finn's busy doing stuff. Everyone says, "Hey, Finn."
Hi, peoples. Bye, peoples.
And he's gone. And he's good. Yeah, so the Padme team, you can use it in Arena for offense, but you have to understand it's not going to hold us on defense for you too well.
I target them in Arena when I
it's a pretty easy win. Your troopers, how are they looking? They got work to do, so we'll come back to them another day. Your Jedi. Now, you are running the Jedi Revan team. I want to look at your Jedi. We do need to get Bastila to 12, but she's fine at 11. Speed on Revan's fine, 294. Nothing wrong there. Okay.
He has Hermit Yoda of 2 to put into the Jedi Knight Revan team.
He could. He's running the standard. Yeah, if you're going to use GK, and we're thinking about GSC, right? You want GK to go on the Padme team. So use your Hermit Yoda. Yours is 10 with the Zeta, which is good. Just get him to 11. Should be more than fine and adequate to use on your Jedi Knight Revan team, which will be more of an offensive team. Take out so much stuff with Jedi Knight Revan. It gives you a lot of flexibility. But yeah, looks pretty solid. Let's look at your Grandmaster Yoda. That's the one I always look at next to see the damage you got on him. Yeah, I don't understand this. We need to get offense on Yoda. Offense. I mean, you've got offense on a couple pieces, 3 of them, but the other ones, no.
I think an offense set would help too.
Yeah, an offense set's going to help you out here tremendously, apropos.
Potency is probably not that important on him.
Not for Yoda.
Not at all.
Not at all. It's all about damage. You just keep sending that little bastard in and doing damage. That's what I do with mine. That's why I love Hermit Yoda on that team, because that's just another call and assist. So you got Basil, you got Jolie, you got Hermit Yoda, you got Darth Revan constantly.
And it ramps up. You start mass calling assists.
Yeah, and he gets turn meter from it. So it's not about speed on Grandmaster Yoda. It's about damage. The only time you see Yoda with high speed is the team where he's on Darth Revan. It's people just making this. Yep. And he's just there to do his thing and be fast and be annoying. There we go. So that's something we need to work on too. So we need to remodel some of our characters here. Apropos, there's some modding issues here. Like if I go to your Jolie, all right, good, all health. I'm fine with that. So some characters are fine. Some characters we need to rethink about what we're doing there. We've already caught a couple characters that is like, no, we got to redo that. But this will be an offensive team. Night Sisters. Let's see how those Night Sisters look.
Not too bad.
Not too
need a little
bad.
work.
Yeah, need a little love. We'll eventually get to them, so not too shabby.
I'd probably say more health on a zombie, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's only at 22k.
Oh, boy. Well, we got some work. We'll get them there. Rebels look great. We need a little love on R2. You're waiting getting 3PO. I understand that. So just finish up your Ewoks. You'll have 3PO. So that'll be good. But Rebels look really solid. I don't have a problem with that. Good job in the
Old
gear.
Republic, Missions, Albar, gear up. Their gear 8.
Oh, let me go look. Oh, this. Well. What have we here? We got some stuff to do there, Mr. Apropos Wooin. So, yes.
And HK is not unlocked. Bastila is at 4. Bastila Sean Fallen's at 4 stars.
Okay, so we need to be all in on the Old Republic team, brother. You need Darth Revan and you need Malik. You don't have to. It's your account. You do what you want. But if I'm looking at an account like this, your priority is the Old Republic team. Not Night Sisters, not First Order, not anything else. I don't mind you gearing the Ewoks now because you're going for 3PO, but we need to get this ball going. You're 2.5 million GP. You can't go much higher in GP before you're going to start getting raffle stomped. It's good that you'll have the Padme team eventually done, but you're going to have to make the choice here, apropos. You're going to have to choose to do this. It's like any other farm you've done. You're going to have to get Canderous and Karth and Fallen Bastila and Juhani squared away. You don't need to worry about T3. Good thing is you got Mission and Zalbar done, so they just need to get some gear and some love. A couple things. You have to get certain characters. You have to get them unlocked. They have to be 7-starred to get Darth Revan. Pretty decently geared. Then Malik event. Now, we know the Malik event can be done, but you just have to have the characters. Hell, I've been running people through. I ran a ton of people through the Malik event and got the Maliks. That's not the issue.
I helped a bunch of my guildies too through Malik event.
Yeah. So, we got to work. This is your priority. I mean, you can think about this. If you can add Darth Revan and Malik to what you already have with GR, have the Old Republic team, have your Rebel squared away, you're going to be in a really, really good spot, especially since you're going to get 3PO soon too. If anything, I would say this is your priority farm. Everything else is secondary. So start farming the characters and getting them unlocked. I don't know where you're at if you've been working on them and they're just not you haven't unlocked them. I can only go with what I'm seeing on GG. So yeah, Old Republic, all in, all the way. Let's go to Resistance. He had mentioned he was working on Holdo, which I'm fine with, as long as if you want to keep working on Holdo, that's fine. I actually like Holdo a lot in the Resistance team. As a tank, she's not one of the better tanks in the game, but on the Resistance team, she's a damn good tank. So you got the right Zetas on the characters. They just need some gear. So
I tend to like Resistance Trooper just because of how much he can cleanse and everything.
yeah, if you want to use him, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go. I go with Rey. Some people like Resistance Trooper. Some like Finn over Holdo. I think it just depends on who you're facing and what you're using. I know Holdo's been balling for me against Geos.
Especially she can heal and everything, so it give you more banners.
Yeah, I mean she's really really solid on the team.
Same thing with Finn, can heal too.
Yeah, I mean there's Foresight flying all around, and she's causing Foresight. I mean the team just has Foresight everywhere, so it's a pretty solid team. Let's look at your Sith. We know your Sith Empire's not ready, so let's just look at your Separatists and your Sith as your last ones, and then your Scoundrels. I mean, yeah, Separatists are something eventually we'll work on, but it's not a priority right now. If you want to farm stars, it's fine, but don't do anything else. Sith, how are we looking on Sith?
Needs Sith Trooper, not even unlocked. Most of them are like gear 9, gear 8.
Yeah.
And for Palpatine's gear 10.
Oh boy. Alright, let me look at your Scoundrels real quick. I mean, I'm looking at what you've unlocked and what you've done. Alright, good. You got Nest at 12. That's good with the Zeta. So that's going to help you out tremendously on offense because she can one-shot Ewoks and a whole bunch of stuff. You can throw her in and get extra banners. Alright, so we've got some stuff done, some stuff we need to work on. So, alright. For you, Old Republic, farm, make it happen. If you want to keep working on Holdo, that's totally fine. Gear-wise, get your Ewoks 10 to 11, then leave them there. That's it. That's all you need to get 3PO. And then I would say gear and everything goes into the Old Republic. Let's get that team done before we start working on any of this other stuff.
Mod needs speed sets.
Yeah, we're about to go look at his mods. We need some we need some remodding done on these characters. We've noticed a couple that just you look at it, you're like, no, that's not the right modding set. Or like the one where on Boss where it had 2 speed sets but no other speed sets. That doesn't make sense.
4 health mods, 2 speeds.
Yeah. So
see on Grandmaster Yoda.
Yeah, see, Grandmaster Yoda needs to be offense. Offense. I mean, if you get offense sets with offensive secondaries, forget about the speed.
Give over like 6,000, 6,500 special damage offense.
Yeah.
He's just going to wreck stuff.
I mean, there's some good stuff here with their mods. I think looking at your mods, they're in the wrong characters in a lot of places. There's some slicing we can do. There's some 12s here on blues and purples, 11s that could be sliced. We definitely need more
blues at the bottom.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
We need to do a little slicing, but we need to farm speed sets. We need to remod a little bit. Apropos, your modding's all over the place, and I see it all the time. A lot of people are overwhelmed with mods. That's why I've been doing my remodding stuff. When I get in there, I'm like, no, and I see it to where they just throw mods on, and they don't think about it. So, for your main characters you're going to use in GAC, take the time to go in and actually make sure that the correct mods are on the tunes. If they're not, then you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. Because if the mods are not the right mods, or if they're not the right sets, or they're not even matching, you're basically getting nothing out of the mods. You're getting a few stats here and there, but they're not really working to your advantage. And you want to use what you got to the highest advantage that you can. If you're going to, your Grandmaster Yoda is not where he needs to be because he needs offense. Boss isn't where he needs to be because he's missing 2 speeds mods to make him faster, so he's more of a pain in the ass. So it's things like that you need to look at before you start doing anything else. Take some time, remod your characters. get your team squared away. You know, your arena team is like the mods that are on our Jedi Knight Revan are fine, and a lot of your stuff, but your Grandmaster Yoda's Gimp, that could be hurting you tremendously because you're not getting that damage output from all the call and assist that you're doing for your arena. For GAC, you've got basically, I would just focus on offense at this point. You don't have enough teams or teams that you can use for offense or defense. You just need to be fully offensive minded. You know, you can put some of those teams that are somewhat done down on defense just as placeholders.
Like the first order.
Yeah, first order. You know, Bounty Hunters. Yeah. You're going to have to do this for a while, brother. Just focus on offense and feats for GAC.
He's fighting a lot of people with, like, a lot of Gear 12s and a lot of Gear 11s.
Yeah. So we got some work to do, my friends. So we need to work on Old Republic, finish your Ewoks. I think once you get the Old Republic, get your Ewoks squared away, message me and we'll go into your next team. I would say, finish off your GR team. That'll help you out, but you mainly just need Gear and Zetas on there. But Old Republic is priority. Finish it, give me some Gear on your Ewoks is fine. We'll worry about stuff as we go along, but we got to get those teams going, and we got to get your mods fixed. Your mods are all over the board. So we need to remod. We need to get the correct mods. If you're not sure what mods need to go into character, message me and I'll tell you. You know, that's what we do here when we do a roster review. We make sure that you have the information you need to make sure that you're being successful. All right. Anything else you notice about this, Darth Revan? We got some work to do on this one. It's some good stuff here, but there's some stuff we really got to fix and work on.
Not too much more. It's just definitely needs to farm like offense sets and speed sets.
Yeah. Noticing that too. Some slicing needs to be done to some of those mods. Yeah. All right.
Probably
so
not go too many more 60 mods.
No, let's not do any more 60s for a while. All right. All right. So that is your roster review apropos. If you have any questions, you can message me, and we'll be more glad to get you squared away. Now, if you would like a roster review like we do at lunch, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finity, Finity, and make sure you have your GG page with a little bit about what you want us to look at. And when you message him, give him a day to respond. If he doesn't, send him another message. He'll eventually respond, and he'll get you in the queue. The queue's about 3 to 4 weeks right now, typically like 3, but sometimes stuff happens, but 3 to 4 is kind of the rough estimate of when we'll get to your roster. When your time comes, we'll let you know ahead of time. We'll set a date and time so you can watch it live or join us live while we're doing it, or at least know when it's there, so you can, if you don't have time, you can go back in and you can and rewatch it. So now, if you would like your roster done sooner rather than later, all you need to do is become a patron. Our Patreon program, we do a lot of stuff for our patrons. One of the benefits is if you become a new patron and you like a lunch stream in-depth roster review, you can bump yours. If you become a patron at $10 or more, you can bump your roster to the front of the line, and we will get you squared away. Now, if you become a certain level of patron, like purple or gold, we do cool stuff like we do workshops, we do fun stuff. We did a workshop yesterday. We just sat with our gold patrons and covered a lot of GAC, TW stuff with teams and strategies and things of that nature. We just hang out with you guys, answer your questions. It's your time with us. We do stuff like that. We've got Tits' roster review we do. You get free access to a lot of early stuff that we're working on. As a reminder, if you do become a new patron and because you want to add your roster review to the lunch stream, or if you already have one in there and you would like it bumped up, make sure you send Finn a message letting him know that you are a patron at $10 or more, a blue patron, so he can bump you up to the front of the line. All you need to do is message him and he'll get that squared away. The other cool thing too is we do mini roster reviews. Any patron can get a mini roster review when I'm doing it. Stuff happens in real time, so when I'm doing mini roster reviews, if you are a patron, all you need to do is pop in, say you're a Patreon, and we'll look at your stuff. You guys always get priority. I'll look at anybody's roster. We do it for donations, and if you can't donate, that's fine. I'll still look at your stuff. But Patreons always get first call because they're supporting the channel directly, and that's one of the benefits they get for being a Patreon. So that's kind of some of the stuff for how you can get roster reviews, things of that nature, done from the RSG crew and myself. Now, if you are having incredibly tough time with mods, I've been doing a lot of sessions lately and helping a lot of people out, and that's because I do Ranger J $19.99 modding services. I charge just $15 for every 500k GP. If you want to hang out with me on the call, I do it. And see what I'm doing and talk to me and ask about your teams and things of that nature. Just $20 or more, as long as you have Zoom, Skype, something where I can share my screen and with you, then that's how you do it. So if you would like me to fix your mods and get you squared away, all you need to do is message me, Ranger J $19.99. There's the Discord link. Let me know what you want, and we'll work out the price, and we'll get you squared away. And I've been doing a lot of them lately. People are very happy. They're very satisfied. And we work with what you got. We get everything cleaned up. We get all your mods squared away. We get your team squared away, so you can go forward and kick ass and take names. And that's one of the services that we offer. But if you need mod help and you're just overwhelmed and you just don't know what to do, and it's a disaster, then maybe think about getting my services, because I work on the cheap and I will basically get you squared away. So there you go. All right, that's all the infomercial stuff. Good Lord, that's a lot of stuff, Darth Revan. Someday you get to do all this stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a plethora of stuff. All right, so there you go, apropos. And if you have any questions, my friend, thank you for letting us look at your roster today. And if you have any questions apropos, I'm always available to you, my friend. I'll definitely be here to help you out with any questions you might have. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's get back to the questions. All right, I have to remember where I was. I think we're at Brere's Aegon. It says, question, is anyone surprised GAC was shut down again? I actually was a little surprised. I thought they had worked out a lot of those kinks and bugs with the exhibition. I don't know what caused this one to happen.
I think it's the change of the matchmaking,
you think
making
so?
it division-only based.
Yeah, that could have been it. It could have been a lot of things, but I really thought they had it more squared away. But, stuff happens, and it doesn't really bother me. Let's see here. Max Lee question. Is it still possible to place more defense in GSC than what your GP says? Oh, we already did that one. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Did that one. All right. Romelo's. I think it's Romelo's one. Says, question, and welcome. What do you think about gear? Okay, you worded this wrong, but what do you think about Gear 13, Thrawn, Trey, and Palpatine? Palpatine, no. Trey, Thrawn. I mean,
Trey just gets potency and some special crit chance and resistance and tactics.
Yeah, Thrawn, I'm trying to think about what he gets. Thrawn's actually not bad. I wouldn't mind
her
Thrawn.
Tactics is just physical damage.
Yeah. I mean, Thrawn would be cool. He does have his ship and stuff, so that's fine with that. Trey, I think, is further down the line. Palpatine definitely is further down the line.
Palpatine does have a ship, though, too.
He does, but it's not a capital ship, and it's part of the equation, but I mean, just for what he gets and stuff, there's other characters I would think in other teams that need to be done before those guys, so.
They're not anywhere in my top 20 list.
No. Thrawn, possibly, yes, because of the speed and stuff, you're using him in arena. And I've seen some Thrawns going around, he's pretty good, but not Trey and Palpatine. Not at this moment. Not sworn question, follow-up question, what should the priorities be with farming separatists? I mean, I would say Geos. It's hard to say because outside of GOTB, they work differently, right? They both have their pros.
Purposes.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I just pick
you need
one.
Like a Jedi Rev encounter, General Grievous works fine. Even for Darth Rev encounters, you could do a General Grievous, not lead, but like an IG-88.
Yeah, that team.
But you want a good defensive team, the bugs work just fine.
Yeah, the bugs are good. Actually, I always tend people more toward the bugs. They're a little bit easier to gear and faster to gear. Their gear's not as intensive
and
as
less
the droids. Yeah, you only need Geonosian Brood Alphas, Zetas, compared to the Grievous team where you need
Grievous, B1,
B2.
B2.
Yeah, I mean,
If you want Droideka, you can add Droideka.
the gearing on the gearing on the droids is a lot more intense. It's harder. But whichever route you go, just pick one and then just do it. All right, let me see here. I mean, and then you got Nuke and Dooku as part of that equation too. So just pick a side and then work on those characters at once. That's your best choice.
Yeah.
If you try
different purposes.
Yeah, if you try to do them all at once, you're going to go crazy.
I usually work on like one team and like one or two other characters with them at a time.
Yeah,
that's
so
about it.
Yeah, for instance, like I'm using for gearing wise, I got them all farmed. It's gear. So I got I did gear 11 for the Geos. Then I went and did the droids, and now I'm going to go gear 12 all the bugs, and then I'll go back and finish gearing 12 the droids. The only exception to that was I took Grievous to 13. I just did that for the Padme event.
Oh yeah, he destroyed the Padme event.
Oh god, it was awful. Kipper Snack says, question, should I buy shock prod battle computers from the store or farm them with refreshes? I always farm. So the way I do it is I farm half and then spend 700 crystals. We usually need 100 for the gear 13. If you're doing it just for the gear like 8, 9, 10, 11, I always go half 25 and then get 700 crystals to speed it up. You don't have to. The drop rate actually is improved, I think, with those.
It's like for me, I have like nothing really to farm character-wise, so I just spend all my energy every day farming them.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But if you're not, go half and half. Save your crystals, get 25 in. And then,
yeah, especially if you're farming characters, too.
Yeah. So you can do it that way. Matt Bailey question, has the cheating conversation created any paranoia in your guilds? We have some guys who regularly sell the hat with no Wampa. They do have other teams that can do it, but it's sketchy. Yeah, I don't worry about cheating. I just don't. It's important to me in the sense that for the community, I want it to be squared away. If someone wants to cheat against me, God bless them. I hope they get caught. I believe in karma, and they'll get theirs. If I can catch it,
you can't stop cheaters either. Like even if they patch it, they'll find another way around.
Yeah, there's always some way. You just have to be proactive. For me, especially with raids, I don't. You don't need Wampa for heroic AT. I don't use Wampa for heroic AT. I mean, the resistance team with CLS will do it. If they've got 3PO, if they got 3PO and CLS,
like my guild does faction base for heroic AT. Like now it's just separatists, so we can build our seps up for GOTB.
So I mean, if you think somebody's being sketchy, then you have to make a decision. Make sure you have a good idea of why you think it's being sketchy. But not running Wampa is not something that would run a bell. But if I saw them running something else, that would be a little sketchy. But not having Wampa is not a deal breaker for me, because I don't think I've ever used.
But
yeah, but you don't know, and it doesn't show you what team they used, so you just don't know what they're doing. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people want battle logs, so you can see what was used for GAC and things of that nature, because then players can be like, wait a minute, how the hell did your Jawas beat my Darth Revan team? Or
like how you had Jawas beat Darth Revan?
Well, yeah, that was because it was already dead. And it was multiple battles. That would not fly off the face of like cheating. What would be cheating if you went in with a Gear 8 Jawa team, first shot, one kill Darth Revan. Then you're like, wait a minute, or Gear 8 Padme, you're like, wait a minute, hold on here.
Can't even abuse Jawa Scavenger's ability either, because now it takes reduced damage from percentage.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's some things you need to be aware of. That one doesn't seem sketchy to me. And I really, for raids, as I said, people that cheat, they always get eventually caught. You can't, all you can do is worry about what you can handle and let the cards play out. Has it made people more paranoid? No, we're not paranoid in my guild at all.
No, we're not really either. Mine.
No, we're not. It's not a concern. When we're in GAC, I've seen a couple times people are like, wait a minute, and they'll say something in the guild about someone else they're facing. And then people will look at it and be like, well...
I had a sketchy matchup last GAC. they said a Night Sister team on defense, and like my Imperial Troopers, like even calculating their speed of their Asajj and the speed bonus from the leader, like they still went first, even though like I outsped them.
Yeah, I mean, and that sometimes that happens, but I look for how you can look at certain players and what they have, and you're like, there's no way that could happen. So you have to be aware of that. It's the people that are really that cheat, that they use subtle things where it's hard to catch. So just play the game, have fun. Be proactive when you're doing GAC and things of that nature.
If they catch the cheater, they'll reimburse you the points, or whatever.
Yeah, it'll work out. But for raids, there's really no way for you to know, brother. I mean, unless you can look at their roster and like, how did you clean that? I mean, you can ask them what they're using.
They're clearing like 40 million damage in HSTR with like
very
limited correct teams and stuff.
Yeah, if you can look at certain team players with the roster, like, well, how did you clear the AAT? Now they may be able to show it and say like, well, this is the team I use and this, and you're like, okay, cool. But yeah, I think it's
a lot of those solo teams about modding too, a specific way.
Sure, absolutely. The Great Satire question: if you had a direct line to the new head of development and 3 wishes for the game, what would they be? Changes, additions, etc. Thanks. Anything you would want?
Mace rework, more KOTOR 2 characters, and like probably a battle log or a sandbox mode or something, or even be able to just challenge like your own guild mates.
Yeah. If I had a development, it would be more diversity, mixing up the meta, balancing the meta. Sandbox mode has always been something we've been preaching since day one. And then I would look at pricing. Like, listen, you can't charge.
Yeah, they're overpriced way too much.
Yeah, that would be one thing I'd be like, let's think about our pricing here. Let's make it to where the company makes a profit, but it's not so ridiculous that we're bankrupting people.
Other games spend like $100, you get a whole bunch. You get like 3 characters and all this other stuff. Here, you don't even get 1.
No, you get some gear pieces. You're like, all right. And then the last question from CBO97 question: did anyone enjoy your 1 credit? I know I did. Yes, I didn't spend it. I put that away in savings in a high yield bond. Not quite.
The 1 credit is probably just placeholders again, like they did last time.
Yeah.
They canceled. And they give us the 150 crystals and 250 get tokens as compensation.
Yeah. All right, we got 78 watching and 41 thumbs up. Can we get to 50? Can we get to 50, guys? Let's see if we can do it. Please. See if we can get it rock and rolling. Let's see here. I think we got another question. Let's see. We'll do one more. I think we had one from CBO 97. Was the last one. Let me see. I think we got another one. I know there was another question. Well, I think there's more questions.
They're not supposed to really be able to cheat on defense, but it's maybe, depending on how they do it. But most cheats are client side, not server side.
There was some questions. I don't think they got. What was that one? All right, now
I see at least one more in chat.
I know Nightbot's being stupid now. Now let's be stupid. Okay, now we go. Let's see, what the hell, man? All right, Gap P. What did you spend your one credit on? All right, we covered that. All right, Gappy question: do all the Geos need lots of speed for the Watt Timber Special Mission in GOTB, and do you need them all or any at Gear 13?
I think Ranger put a lot of protection and health on his.
Yeah, for especially Brute and
made him really tanky.
Yeah, it's more about survivability. You're not outspeeding level 95 tunes or whatever level they are. It's
like stack offense on like spy and soldier.
Yeah, I treated him like I'm doing arena. So Sunfac I made tanky, Brute Brute Alpha, I made super tanky, and I'm making him super tanky. Poggle and Spy.
Yeah, Poggle, I
and
think he had
Jizz
tanky
Expulsion.
too with some speed on him.
Yeah, crit chance, offense, crit damage. I got them as much as that as I could. So they hit, especially Spy, hit hard, do what you need to do. But I got to get them to gear 12. The missions for
Team
me,
Bs, it's like that aren't like speed is king like it is in Arena. It's more about other stats like protections and health and
it's about
offense,
surviving, man. God dang, those tunes hit so hard, dude. You can be one shot and be like, oh. I mean, the Acolyte mission,
Padawan Anakin.
I've got to get gear 12 on those bad boys. That's the biggest thing that was lacking. The stretch.
Beat the Acolyte one with what, gear 13 Brute Alpha and all gear 12 Geos?
For me, no, but I don't have it, but yeah, that's what I would do to beat it. So
I think that's what he had when his video showed
who was that?
He beat it with.
Warrior? Who
Warrior.
Yeah. So yeah. Danilo Papaya's question: are there more than one team that would be considered victims if placed on defense in GAC? Victims?
Rogue One, Ewoks.
Yeah, Rogue One, Ewoks, Phoenix.
There's a few.
Yeah, when any time I see those teams on defense, I'm like,
if you can solo them with Nest or Wampa, they're a victim.
Yeah, they're very much a victim. So, oh lordy. All right, let's see here. Particle, rank these tanks for gearing, assuming normal team around them done. L3, Old Ben, First Order Stormtrooper, Droideka. L3 is number 1 for gearing. Then I would go.
Old Ben's not bad.
He's not bad, but
especially if you Zeta his taunt.
Yeah,
but clear it, he taunts again.
He's on a rebel team, but it's still. If I want to do it, L3 is just a better tank.
L3 is definitely better.
I think
First Order Stormtrooper is probably up there too.
Yeah,
especially with Zeta.
Yeah, the countering and then the protection back and stuff. He's pretty
calling
badass.
people to assist.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. I would go L3, First Order Stormtrooper, Droideka, then Old Ben. Honestly. Yeah. In that order.
Depends on what if your droid team's not built, maybe do Old Ben first, but
yeah, I'm not fine with that.
Because my Old Ben's gear 12.
I would definitely do L3 3-7. She's ridiculous. She's so nasty.
Scoundrels or droid team.
Oh god, the prepared team I run, I just got so many defensive holes with her. She's really, really good. First Order Stormtrooper. I mean, Loki's talked about how good he is. He's used First Order Stormtrooper in other teams just because he's just so damn good. And then I go Droideka Old Ben. There you go, Portugal. And our Wilson question: best setup and speeds for Padme versus Jedi Knight Revan. Fast Padme, and then the team is still modded. The rest of the team doesn't change. It's just about what you do with Padme. Jedi Knight Revan, it's a fast Padme, but you're still going to have crit damage offense on your Ahsoka and Anakin. If you're using Kenobi's defense, C-3PO's potency and speed, and if you're using Barris, it's health and protection stuff, mainly health. It's pretty standard. It's just if you're going fast, Padme.
Extra health in first place helps with Padme's protection up.
So that's really the only difference. So yeah, Padme does quite well against Jedi Revan. Xlore says, question: I just took my Malik to gear 11, 5-star. How do I mod him for Arena? I am in a 4-year-old shard and can't match the speed without 6E mods. Should I still go speed or health protection? Not health protection, just protection.
Protection.
And tenacity. Tenacity and health. I'm sorry, tenacity and protection are your two main stats.
There's people who go like offensive ways with them, like crit damage triangle.
You can, but that's the speed one, right? Where it's like you go.
No, the speed one's like where you want him first.
Yeah, you want him first. It's not about the amount of protection on him; it's just speed, and then like you want some damage on him when he hits, because he's going to do that big hit first, where he runs in and puts shock down and stuff and stuns. But I've been telling people that are gear 11, you need protection, tenacity.
I think I'm even running a protection arrow on mine, but I have like 18 speed secondary.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah. So I think mine right now is at 306 speed. I'm just missing one mod to get him to where I can do that set where I can go
Yeah,
him
I can't
first.
compete top.
I can,
Speeds.
but I need a triangle or a cross to hit 20 speed, or I can't do it. And it's just I don't have enough speed to warrant doing it that way. Unfortunately,
Because I don't have enough to get my Bastila, my Revan, and my Malik up fast enough, so I just do tanky Malik.
Yeah, and so I mean, there's a couple ways that you make your Malik very, very tanky and tenacious. You want to run Sith Trooper that team so he takes some of the hits and the burden off, because it's going to be hard to get his overall health at a certain point at tier 11.
If you can't apply fears, he can't taunt, so then he just sits there, does nothing.
Yeah, it's about
tanky-wise.
Yeah, it's about speed on Revan and Bastila at that point. You want your Revan going first, your Bastila going first before theirs. Because when Bastila does her stuff, then Malik starts taunting, and that's where you want them hitting him and getting that fear off. So it is what it is. So yeah, lots of protections would be my thing. Make him tenacious and lots of protection.
He has high protection pool, so protection 23.5 is way better than the 5.8 health, especially without the 6E.
Yep. Ziggler question: Chick-fil-A or Popeye spicy chicken sandwich? Chick-fil-A. Matt Bailey question: GBA in phase 1 of the Sith raid? No, I'm not a big fan of. I haven't really tried them, but I don't think that would work too well in phase 1 of the heroic Sith, the Geonosians. I'm trying to think how that would play out in my head.
They're just auto attack all the time, giving Darth Nihilia's protection up.
Yeah,
his bonus protection.
They're not. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Tom Fouts. That's a new name. Welcome. Question: I'm 1.6 million and I want to see 3 people, but I'm not sure how useful Ewoks are after the event. I have a 7-star Padme and CLS. Is it worth it at my level? Do you use them in GAC? I do use Ewoks on offense. Ewoks on defense are garbage.
I use them like take out first order.
Yeah,
like that.
You can use Ewoks. I like Ewoks with Wampa to take out first order just to have fun. It's so brutal.
I just use full Ewoks, but I have 3 Zetas on them now.
Yeah. Ewoks at higher level can do a lot of stuff for you on offense, but it's not a team in the priority that you need to worry about.
Not a 1.6.
No. If you got them to where you can get 3PO, great. I think there's other things that you need to focus on. I'd have to see your account, Tom. To give you an idea of what you should be working on. But yeah, I mean, 7-star Padme and CLS, getting a 3PO for your Padme team is great. But like we just did for the last roster, you get them to like gear 10, 11. You need the Xanom Chirpa and then forget about them, because you can get 3PO 7 stars with that kind of team. You definitely get them unlocked at 6 stars, and just the 7 stars you have to get a little bit of RNG help, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Shadowville question: what are 11 best defensive teams in order to prioritize mods? What are 11 best defensive teams in order to prioritize mods?
I don't know, I use like Bounty Hunters, Karth.
Yeah, I think you mean by teams, not the actual defensive stat. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not calculating all that for you.
Team itself.
Yeah. I mean, teams that regenerate health and protection. Right, that
Night Sisters, Karth.
Yeah. Geos.
Kira
Stall.
Geos does amazing.
First Order.
Bounty Hunters. Lead.
Yeah.
Will regenerate a lot.
Darth Revan. It regenerates. I mean, Jedi Revan does
Jedi
too.
Knight Revan.
Yep. Padme. Those are teams that all regenerate. You have to think about even if the AI screws up, they're still getting their health and protection back. So, it works to your advantage to use those kind of teams. Like Palpatine on defense.
Shaq T.
Palpatine's CLS. You can use them on defense. You shouldn't. They're not going to regenerate their health and protection like the other teams, especially Palpatine lead. Things like that. You have to think about those kind of stuff when you put teams on defense.
Shaq T clones is probably their good defensive team.
Yeah. So it's just stuff like that. They regenerate their stuff, and that's why you put them down and forget about them. Matt Bailey question: GBA in place of L3 for the GG team. Taunting bug. The taunting bug resets GG's moves every time he dies. I don't. Does Brood? I think it should. It's any ally, right? For Grievous.
If I thought Brood Alpha's thing said something about like it doesn't trigger death abilities or something like that.
Yeah, let me look real quick.
This unit can't be revived. An effect defeats this unit doesn't count. If an effect counts defeated enemy, this unit doesn't count. So GG won't get a bonus turn every time the brute dies. Because the brute doesn't count for deaths every time he dies. It's towards the bottom of the unique summon ability.
I was looking for it.
Yeah, because GG.
Yeah, whenever well, there's a separatist ally is defeated.
But read the Geonosian brute. The brute itself says he doesn't count as deaths.
Oh, okay. So that's specifically why they did that. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Good call. I was going to say, wait a minute, it says separatist, but there you go. Good call. See, that's why you should look some of Darth Revan's stuff. He's smart. That's why we have him on here. All right. Let me see if there's any more questions, and we're going to finish this day off. Nope. I think that's the last one. All right. So we are done, guys. All right. Oh, you meant rank them from 1 to 11? Oh, for God's sakes, Shadow. I'd have to go more in depth. I'd see to my pants.
That would take time.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Depends on your modding and everything else for him, too.
I mean, top 10? Oh, Lord.
Top 11 is like, ugh.
Yeah, I'd have to.
8 on defense.
I'd have to do some serious contemplation on that before I start ranking them.
You can probably go Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Padme, top 3 right there, probably.
Well, it's just for defense, right? Like I usually like to keep Padme for offense, so I'll take Jedi Knight Revan and Padme off.
If you're just looking for just defensive in general, she's still a really good defensive team.
I mean, for me, Darth Revan's number 1. I always place him on defense.
I've been using mine for offense lately.
Yeah, you can use it for offense too. Besides that, I think, boy, oh boy, Bounty Hunters is up there for me. Nice Sisters are up there for me. Kira Stahl's up there.
First Order, if done correctly, is up there.
Yeah. Geos are really up there for me now.
Yeah.
They're a pain in the ass. Kira Stahl is always up there. Old Republic is definitely up there for me.
They're trying to give him a number, though. That's the hard part.
That's the harder part. Like, what do you base that off of, right? So,
you just sit there, count out all the teams, and then you have to give them a number after that.
All right, last question from Dale Openwise. Question, Ranger, a lot of times I hear the praises of fast food chains, condiments, and other food-related items. Do you ever eat something and wonder if it is known in other countries? No. Yeah.
I've been to other countries. They have a lot of the fast food chains.
Yeah, it's different too when you go in. It's like they have different stuff, but that's based off the society and culture and stuff there. So
like Japan, like their McDonald's are like way better than our stateside.
Yeah, they have different stuff there, and I know
they make
like
everything fresh and everything.
Yeah, I mean like
their culture and their work ethic and everything.
I remember when I was in Bosnia, they had gotten a pizza place there for the first time on base. But the way they made the pizza, it actually tasted better. I don't know what they did, but I was like, oh.
I ordered pizza in Japan. That was kind of interesting.
I bet it was.
As we ordered a garlic marinara pizza, do you know what it came on it? The crust, marinara sauce, and garlic chunks. That was it. It was interesting. Cheese is it's a topping there.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't
automatic.
Yeah, I don't really think about it, Danilo. I mean, I've also traveled the world, so I've had a chance to see some of this, so it doesn't really register.
Both being prior military, we've been around.
Yeah, we've been around the block a few times, so I think it's a little different for us, Danilo. I do think
Australia, that was interesting.
Yeah, I think and that's the one thing I always encourage people. If you can go to another country and see the world, it's important because you see just the differences in culture and stuff, and experience different food and just the way they do things, right? And it's just subtle things that they do differently and how they react. So yeah, it's just small little subtle changes, but you notice them. But do I think about it? Nah, So I'm not one of those. Comes to food, food is something for me that I'm not a foodie. I like food, but it's not like that's something I consciously
fast food
think
chains
about.
are worldwide anyway, like McDonald's, Burger King,
Sure.
Taco Bell. They're worldwide anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. So there you go. All right. So with that, we're going to call this one done. Darth Revan, I want you to pimp your stuff for all these fine folks out there in TV land to know where they can go check out your channel.
My channel, just look up Darth Revan 1023. There's really not a custom URL yet because I don't have enough subscribers to change the URL.
Sure. So you need, 100 subscribers for that, right?
Yeah, you need 100.
All right, skewers, let's go show Darth Revan some love. He's been a long-time skewer and supported the channel, and so if you guys can go to his channel, I gave him some subscriptions myself. I do that for anybody. I have a couple accounts I go on and do that. So if you could do that for our good friend Darth Revan, please do support his channel, guys. You know how it is. We want to support anybody that's trying to get into the game. So Adonis Sigma, was it? Sigma E? Yeah. So sup everyone, glad to have you here. We're closing down, Adonis, but glad that you showed up. Thank you for being here. But yeah, make sure you check out his channel, subscribe, give him a thumbs up on his videos, support him. Do the same thing here. If you haven't subscribed here yet, please do so you can get the notifications. We'll be back tonight for some Battlefront 2. I think Finn's going to do some PC gaming night tonight, so we'll have some stuff tonight for you guys. Then tomorrow we'll have our Wednesday stuff. Thursday, I will do a very long mini Ross review session with you guys to make up for not doing Monday. I just couldn't do it yesterday because I was doing DPK stuff. I wanted to make sure I had time slotted and wasn't too worn down when I did his stuff. And I had also done the Alliance stream Sunday night late. Got up, did the lunch stream, did DPKs. Then we had the Gold VIPs, which is something I really wanted to make sure I was there for and good to go. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Check out our Patreon. Check out all that good stuff that we got coming at you guys. But yes, thank you guys for stopping in. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back for some Battlefront 2 tonight, like we are every Tuesday night. And we will see you then. So have a great rest of your day. Peace.